there it is. There she blows. How's it going, everybody? Mobius Y here on a Friday night playing Stellaris Console Edition. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly post in the Discord and on the tweeters. Okay, there we go. All right, let's kick off the weekend, shall we? With a little Stellaris Console Edition. All right, so what we're doing tonight, since I'm not going to be playing with the Newtonians on stream anymore, we're going to start a new stream game. And several people in the Discord channel have asked me to do the one planet strategy, which I've done quite a few times in the last few months. Trying to perfect it, get better at it. Just get accustomed to using it. It's not the only way I've been playing, not by a long shot. I've also had, other games going on alongside where I, play like either a little more wide or a spiritualist, yada yada yada. There's still achievements that I don't have in the frickin' game, for Pete's sake. So I'm just gonna check my phone to make sure that things are going okay. Ooh, go away. There we go. Uh-oh, we couldn't. Can everybody hear me? Yes, my mic is on this time. Okay, good. Hello, Odile the Great. Okay, so for the first little bit here, we're going to talk about setting up your empire for the one planet strategy. This is a very, very, very different way to play. It's different even from playing extremely tall, because it's pretty much the tallest way you can play it, and it definitely takes some getting used to. I don't think I did it very successfully the first time I had played. Not even close. So I'm going to go ahead and go new game. I need to change some spawn settings on a couple empires, though. There we go. Let's deactivate my custom empires. Okay, where is it? There we go. Okay. So, breaking down how you make your empire for a one-planet strategy. There's a couple ways you can do this. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and go into the screen to make a new empire. The most basic, straightforward way is you take your species traits, thrifty and charismatic for your red ones. And I'll explain why in a minute. Or sorry, for your green ones. I said my red ones. Wow, I'm dumb. It's been a long week. Hi, Jeremy. And then to counteract that, you take slow breeders. The reason for this is playing the one planet strategy. Energy credits are your lifeblood. Earning energy is going to be your biggest problem as you play. So boosting the energy generation of your starting species is huge. You need to take charismatic to increase your ruler opinion impact by 25 with all other empires you encounter, because you want them to like you. You don't have to like they don't have to like you a lot, but you don't want them to dislike you so much that the moment they see an opportunity to, they go to war with you. Because the biggest weakness of playing the one planet strategy is you have a very, very small, very minuscule, very wussy fleet for a long time. So if you get somebody who just dislikes you and they go to war with you very early, it's essentially a game over. You're pretty much going to have to, restart the game. And the reason why we pick slow breeders, even though growing pops is really good because a fully grown pop is productive, they're producing more resources for you, we don't want organic pops to completely cover our planet. We're going to be making use of building robot pops, which will later turn into synthetics. We're going to be making very good use of those in the early and middle portions of the strategy. So that's kind of the basic species traits set up. I went a little bit further, and I also took natural sociologists and sedentary. There, you could also, what was the other one that that was suggested you take? You could also, instead of sedentary, you could also take weak, because on your home planet, you're not really worrying as much about generating minerals. That's coming entirely from orbital stations. Well, not entirely, but the very large majority of it is coming from your orbital stations. So you're not going to have a heck of a lot of mining networks, if any, on your home planet. So you could take weak to reduce your army damage and mineral output. But since it's a one planet strategy, sedentary also works because it reduces migration speed and resettlement costs, which are things for when you're moving pops around to other planets within your empire. We're not going to take any migration treaties. That's bad, because that would mean that we have pops moving off of our home world, and pops possibly from completely other empires coming in with, you know, traits we don't want coming in to settle in on our home world. We don't want that. And natural sociologists, because there are specific society research options in there that you need when playing the one planet strategy. When you're doing one planet strategy, the big focus is not just on the science, but also on the unity generation. There's certain buildings that you want to get as quickly as possible to boost your unity generation. For example, the auto-curating vault and the Ministry of Benevolence, things like that, and various other statecraft technologies, things like what's that first one called? Adaptive bureaucracy, to increase the amount of leaders you can have, but also the amount of influence you get from your factions. And then there's also the ones after that, the living state, which largely does the same thing. And then the last one is the collective self, which also increases influence from your factions and increases the number of leaders you can have, blah, blah, blah. But the big thing there is the influence from factions, because you want to be getting a lot of influence from factions. Now, to continue setting that up, we can look at we can quit out of this screen now. You have unsafe changes. Are you sure you want to exit? Yes. Okay, so let's take a look at what I actually had set up. So like I said, the three basic traits, if like for a simple start, charismatic, thrifty, and slow breeders. But like I said, I also have natural sociologists and sedentary set up for this. For homeworld, the guy who the guide that I got this off of suggested Desert World, because it has an affinity towards some tiles with natural energy generation, which, like I said, that's kind of going to be one of your biggest long-standing problems throughout the one planet strategy playthrough. I'm going to run the same build right along with you and see how long I survive. Go for it. There's definitely ways to cheese it so that it's easier, and I'll be covering that in this first episode, actually. Now, for the actual empire setup, your government and ethics. Fanatic Materialist, because this increases our research speed by plus 10%, reduces our robot maintenance costs, so that it's not incurring such heavy costs on our energy generation by having robots and whatnot. And this will also allow us to use the full AI rights policy for down the road when we get synthetics and we have not completed the synthetic ascension path. And for the second one, egalitarian, this increases the influence we can get from factions by another 15%, which is pretty good. And that's largely it. Egalitarian factions are pretty easy to keep happy as you play the game, so they're a really, really good and really easy source of influence generation. For authority, definitely democratic. The only options we have, because we are partially egalitarian, is democratic and oligarchic, and we want to do democratic because those awesome mandates for, building 4 mining stations or building 4 research stations, that'll be a source of immediate influence generation, and that's largely how we're going to be floating our influence generation for a long time. And for our civic picks, we're going to start with technocracy to increase our research alternatives, because there are certain technologies that we do want to increase the odds of seeing. We're going to be trying to beeline for specific technologies for things like 0-point power, battleships, fortress, military stations, and whatnot. And then the other one is cutthroat politics to increase our monthly influence by +1. And the reason for this is because it's one planet strategy. +1 influence means that's one extra frontier outpost we can build out in the galaxy to expand our borders and allocate resources for ourselves. Down the road, it'll mean it's an additional 2 frontier outposts, because there is the expansion tradition that reduces the cost of frontier outposts in half. So they're only costing 0.5 influence. So there's a reason for that. Later on, though, once we are able to, we do want to change those civics. We'll get rid of technocracy eventually, and we're going to trade it in for Beacon of Liberty. This will increase our monthly unity by +15%. We can only pick this if we are democratic and we are some degree of egalitarian. This will help us rush down traditions and get those ascension perks that we need to try and get as quickly as possible. And at the same time, we'll also add parliamentary system. This will increase the faction that we gain, the influence that we gain from factions by another +50%, which is a huge boost to the number of frontier outposts that we can create. Then, guys, we will keep everyone up to date on Discord while we watch Mobius play. Do your thing. Whatever works for you, buddy. Starting weapons don't necessarily matter too much, but I went with energy weapons. The guy that I followed suggested energy weapons as well, so that's what I went with. So the entire point of the one planet strategy is to assert your technological dominance, and with the main goal, the initial goal is within the first 100 years have a complete science nexus. It's entirely possible, but it's very difficult and will definitely take some practice. Me personally, I have not done it. I've gotten very close. I've had a stage 2 science nexus complete by the year 100. Now, to be fair, a complete science nexus now is not as good as it was when the one planet strategy was first created, because that was in at least version 1.8 on PC. And in version 1.8 and later, the Science Nexus and the Dyson Sphere megastructures were massively buffed. Our current Science Nexus in Console Edition only produces up to a maximum of 100 in all 3 branches of science. If you have a complete Science Nexus, it's only 90. If you get the special event to sacrifice a leader to integrate with the Science Nexus, they'll add another 10 to each, so you only get 100. But in a later version, on PC in particular, the Science Nexus got buffed, where each stage added 75 points of science generation. So a full Science Nexus could generate 225 points of science in each of the 3 branches. However, you could only build 1, and the same was with the Dyson Sphere. A fully constructed Dyson Sphere after the buffs generated 1,000 points of energy, not just 400. But again, same thing there. You could only build 1. So in order to be able to have a complete science nexus within 100 years, we need to do 2 things. We need to rush for certain technologies that allow us to unlock the Ascension perk to build a science nexus, which is Galactic Wonders. So that has to be our 4th Ascension perk, and we have to unlock those traditions quickly to get Ascension perks. And we also have to rush traditions. So unity generation. And since the cost of unlocking traditions and finishing technologies is dependent on the number of planets, the number of colonies, the number of habitats, etc., within your empire, since we're only using 1 planet the entire time, well, not the entire time, but for the first 100 years, roughly, the cost of new technologies and the cost of getting those traditions will be relatively low throughout the early portions of the game. So there's 2 ways, so there's several ways to cheese setting this up so that you have a much easier time. I would highly recommend a large 600-star galaxy. Do a spiral 2-arm galaxy. You could do a 4-arm spiral galaxy, but the problem with a 4-arm spiral galaxy is that I've found that you can't really optimize the placement of your frontier outposts nearly as well as with a 2-arm galaxy. That's largely my opinion. So to really ease things, you set your advanced AI starts to 0. Your max fallen empires you can have, and your AI empires you can have at largely whatever you want. Let's do 8 AI empires. Max fallen empires will have set to 2. Habitable worlds. Now, since we're not worrying about colonizing any new habitable worlds, let's set this modifier all the way down and let the plebes fight over colonies throughout the galaxy. AI aggressiveness, low. Difficulty, normal. Empire placement, we want that on random because we want to try and avoid the game spawning us right next to another empire. In fact, let's turn down the AI empires just to make it easier to get through this game. Advanced neighbors definitely off. Endgame crises, we'll turn these on for late. Excuse me. Suddenly had a big belch coming. Iron Man mode, obviously, if you're playing single player, you'll want Iron Man mode on. If you actually want to use this as a method to earn achievements and whatnot. But, you know, like I said, there's ways you can cheese this setup. You can play on higher difficulties if you want, but I suggest for your first several times trying one planet strategy, cheese it up, set the AI empires to like half a dozen, no more than that, and your max fallen empires 1, maybe 2. Because part of the problem with having more fallen empires, it increases the likelihood that one of the fallen empires will be spiritualist, and since with this particular one planet strategy setup, we're going to be going down the synthetic ascension path. That really pisses off spiritualist fallen empires. I've had it where after completing synthetic ascension, the spiritualist fallen empire had a ridiculously low opinion of me, and every 10 years they're declaring war on me, and I'd offer white peace and allow them to humiliate me. They assassinate my ruler, and then we're at truce for 10 years. As soon as the truce is over, they declare war on me again, and the process happened a good numerous times. So I think we are in an okay setup here. Obviously, if we were on PC, having a larger galaxy size would be way more beneficial, as that would give us a lot more space to work with. But we're not. That's okay, though. It's still very doable on Xbox. So we're going to go ahead and play. Are you sure you want to start? Yes. Now, there's a lot of things that I didn't necessarily cover or summarize in the Empire. In talking about the Empire setup and all that jazz, because I'm going to be going over and over time as this playthrough continues. So yeah, the one Empire, our ruler is to rule them all, and our capital world is the one planet, and our home system is the one star. Okay. So to start things off, we do the usual. We go to our one planet. Oh, we lucked out. We got a 19 tile world. That's pretty good. And first things first, we need to build our autochthon monument and queue up our second science ship right away. And we're actually going to move. We're going to move this pop off of this mining network and put it here. Actually, no. Maybe that's a bad idea, because it's going to be at least 5 months before the autochthon monument is done. So we'll leave her there to generate a few extra minerals, and then we'll put her on the autochthon monument in the 6th month, because we want her generating that extra unity for us right away. And then our first growing pop will be back on this mining network. Okay, so that's that. We need to take off these rally points, split our fleet. Oops, what did I just do? My bad. For strike force, this is what I'm going to be doing right now, is largely straightforward stuff that you do at the start of every game anyways. Where are we located? Decent location. So long as there's no empires right next to us, we could we have the opportunity to build a couple frontier outposts up in this direction. But more importantly, if we don't have an empire, or even worse, a fallen empire over on this side of us, we could, in theory, build some frontier outposts extending out this way, that part of the arm, and possibly even crossing over to the outside arm, going around in one of these two directions. Now, frontier outpost placement is critical with the one planet strategy. It's recommended that you place a frontier outpost no closer than about 2 or 3 jumps away from your nearest borders, and you try to keep it in the center of the spiral arm. So for example, a frontier outpost way out here in this system really won't do any good, because its borders will probably only extend so far that you're able to get resources from this one system and only this one system. So that's a very ineffective frontier outpost. Even if you're sacrificing getting really good resources from that system, you're far better off putting a frontier outpost more, say, right here, where it's in the middle, and it could encompass, in theory, maybe about 4 or 5 star systems. Or even, for example, over here, this could possibly encompass 3, maybe 4 star systems in its borders with a single frontier outpost, so on and so forth. Like that's what you're looking for. That's what you want to keep an eye out for, because you can only build so many frontier outposts depending on your influence generation. Okay, so all of our military fleets can go out and start looking for stuff. So let's have this guy zip around here looking for hostile fleets, looking for alien empires. Oops, no, let's have him go here. No, go here first. Then this way, and then back over here. And then you can pop out over this way, and then come over into here. Okay, 3rd Strike Force, come over this way, and then loop down into here, and then you're going to loop back up this way. Oh, no, I don't want you doing that, actually. Down there, over here, and then back over this way, and then go up here. There we go, that's better. Up to there, and then loop back down around that way. Yeah, that works. And then back up to here. Okay, our first science ship, we need to survey our home system. Did I queue a second science ship? Yes, I did. Okay, I almost forgot. We definitely want to take a look at available leaders. Meticulous, anomaly, discovery chance. That's actually really, really good for recruiting. So let's recruit that one. And another maniacal scientist. All right, that's not too bad. Ideally, a scientist with spark of genius, or even better, not really even better. A scientist with expertise statecraft. This one, for example, the one I have highlighted is expertise biology. If you can get one for expertise statecraft, that's pretty good. Throw them in your society research, because you want to focus on those statecraft technologies. But also spark of genius would be even better. Or in this instance, we have 2 maniacal. This is actually really lucky rolling. We have 2 maniacal scientists in physics and engineering, and I just recruited a 3rd to throw into society. So a 5% bonus to all technologies. I will take that over a 10% bonus to a certain kind of technology that we're not necessarily focusing on. We're not really worried about biological technologies, but we can still swap this scientist out for those types of technologies to make those research projects go faster. So let's take a look at our available projects. Global energy management, don't care for an energy grid, don't care about that yet. Physics lab, don't care about that yet. Assist research, we'll want that, but not right away here. Solar panel network, yes, that's very good. Select research. Planetary unification, this is definitely our top first pick. This will increase our monthly influence and essentially increase the amount of frontier outposts we can build at the start of the game. Not really anything good here. Ship components, don't care about those. Engineering facility, sometime later. Powered exoskeletons, absolutely increase our minerals. I've started, and all of my corvettes jumped in on hostiles and died. Don't do that. Okay, so we've got our good technology picks. So our traditions. The way that I've settled going about this, there were 2 methods that it was suggested you do this. You first adopt expansion and then take Reach for the Stars, which reduces the cost of building frontier outposts further away from your borders. And then Galactic Ambition reduces the cost of frontier outpost upkeep by 50%. It was suggested that you do expansion first, then get these two, and then complete discovery, and then complete expansion, or something like that. I much prefer starting discovery and finishing it first, because it gives you those science generation bonuses right away. It increases your chance of discovering anomalies as well, and you get the nice bonus of polytechnic education to increase your leader skill levels across the board. Your scientists are cheaper to recruit, so on and so forth. And you know what, the faith in science isn't too bad. Down the road, once you get 6 or 7 science ships, you can have one of them assisting research on the home planet. So it'll be the discovery tree that we adopt first. Once that's complete, our very first ascension perk will be technological ascendancy, and our second ascension perk will be the flesh is weak, because once we turn our pops and our leaders into cyborgs, it'll increase the lifespan of our leaders. It gives a little bit of a bonus, I believe 5% bonus to research speed for our scientists that are researching technologies, so on and so forth. So it's a good way to go. Boosts to the research speed all around. All right, so let's unpause. This science ship will have him go this way first, to the north. Start by surveying our home system. Okay, so there's our first pop growing already. I'm just going to move him up here so that I notice him. I need that first science ship. Or, well, sorry, second science ship. Need to disable this rally point, too. Go away. Science ship. All right, quickly pause the game. We throw Tina De Stefano in there, and we send her out to survey some systems. There we go. Any anomalies that crop up, we want to maximize their success rate. So I'm only going to research them if they have a 10% or 0% failure rate, because we want them to succeed as much as possible. And the reason for that is anomalies are huge at generating gains. Especially early on in the game, and with one planet strategy, anomalies, they tend to rake in stored research points quite well, I might add. Okay, so we actually have 1 extra point of physics research being generated by default, and with the little bonuses, 8.19 per month, and then we've got 7.19 in society, 7.02 in engineering. That's not too bad. Okay, so construction complete. We want to immediately move this pop off the mining network, which means we're going to lose out on a little bit of minerals for the next little while here. But we're going to be generating those extra 2 points of unity right away, and that's really important because that just cut down our first tradition being earned from about 30 months down to 14 months. So, since we're trying to rush and have a complete science nexus, you have to remember that the Galactic Wonders Ascension perk can be no sooner than your 4th Ascension perk. It requires the Mega Engineering technology, and Mega Engineering itself has a lot of requirements as well. We need 0 point power, which is a physics technology. We need the battleships technology, which is engineering, and we need I forget what it's called, like deep space installations or something, but we need the ability to build a fortress military station. Those are the known hard-capped requirements to getting the Mega Engineering technology, but I have noticed that there is also another requirement, or I don't know if it's a requirement, but it drastically increases the likelihood of me getting the Mega Engineering perk, and that was neutronium armor, which is the tier 5 armor component for ships. I don't know if this is 100% true, but I am telling you, I have gone decades without having neutronium armor, and Mega Engineering took forever to show up. In order to get neutronium armor, you need to be you need to have the ability to get neutronium off of a neutron star. Thankfully, there's one fairly close to our borders here, so hopefully it can develop neutronium. Oh, there's about 3, 4 within our immediate area, actually, so that's a good sign. Hopefully one of those has neutronium. Again, this is not empirical evidence. Like I said, it's completely analytical evidence. And then the other technology that I'd held off on for decades in one playthrough, time and time again, and then as soon as I finished it, Mega Engineering showed up. Another technology that did that was Core of Engineers, and that, if I recall right, it reduces the maintenance for military stations and reduces the build cost for military stations. I can't remember exactly what it is, but it seemed like it was a bit of another prerequisite. Like I said, that is not empirical evidence, so I don't know whether or not that's 100% true, but it sure as hell seemed like it. Okay, let's have our Corvette return. Oop, we got another anomaly. 20% failure risk. Nope, we're going to leave that alone. Okay, our home. Ooh, and we got the Cybrex. Yes! We may not be alone out here. So, the Cybrex, I think, is probably the best precursor to get for this, because when you discover the Cybrex home system, you get a boatload of Unity for it. Of course, I'm pretty sure you do get a bunch of Unity for all of the precursor home systems, but I don't want to say anything that is incorrect, but it seems like Cybrex gives you the most. Seems like. Okay, so the Hiadum system is completely surveyed. Okay, here we go. These are going to be our bread and butter. Any planetary bodies that are generating energy, that's essentially a free... That is a free mining station, or orbital station, I should say. Yeah, I've had it pop just before battleships or right after battleships. Well, battleships is a prerequisite to Mega Engineering. What do we got here? Alpha aliens, not a good sign. Okay, yes, I get it. Beta aliens, hostile fleet engaged. What are you fighting? Space amoebas. That Corvette's dead. So that's a bit of a problem, because that just means we will have to build one more Corvette to deal with the pirate event that happens a little later. Okay, so like I said, orbital stations that are producing energy, those are your bread and butter, because every orbital station has a maintenance cost of 1 energy per month, and this is why energy generation is so important with this strategy. So an orbital station that is generating energy is essentially a free orbital station, and it allows, in constructing this, it essentially would allow us to maintain, 1 or 2 more orbital stations that are producing science for us, or producing minerals, or what have you. So that's a good thing to keep an eye out for. We're going to enter orbit of this one, because that's another one that's producing a little bit of energy. All of these ones that are producing only 2 minerals, we're going to be ignoring those. If not indefinitely, we're going to be ignoring them for a long time. What we want to be looking for our mineral generation is planets or asteroids or whatever that generate 3 or more minerals. It's just not cost effective building mining stations around every planet or whatever that is generating only 2 minerals. That winds up being very costly to your energy generation, and for the most part, it's just not worth it for a very long time. Okay, here we go. Adopt Discovery. Research station build cost reduced, which isn't too bad. Okay. Oh, look at that. 13 months left on planetary unification. Good. And for our next tradition, it's only in 20 months, so that's less than 2 years. So yeah, like I said, it's 100%. I'm 100% certain, and it's been cited several times that battleships, like I said, battleships, fortresses, and 0-point power are 3 of the prerequisites for Mega Engineering. So you have to have those. So that's part of the reason why we want to try and rush them. What did we get here? 10 minerals. So we've got 2 generating 2. We've got 2 planets generating 2 minerals and 2 planets generating 3 each. That's not too bad. Not great, but not too bad. We're going to move on and survey these other systems over here. There we go. And how about this science ship? Oh, she's only just now going to her second system. Okay, none of these anomalies are really... Yeah, we don't want to do any of these anomalies just yet, which is unfortunate. It'll be a bit longer. Sorry, I keep bumping my headset. I don't mean to do that.
Anomaly found.
Okay, 10% failure risk. Let's risk it. This is the Media star? Media? Really? Media? What? Okay, whatever. Okay, let's check our home planet again. So we still have this guy that is just slowly growing. Like I said, we don't want our entire planet getting filled up with organic pops. We want to build robots because later on, once they become synthetics, they will be very useful. Failure, yeah, see, this is what... pain in the ass. Okay, can you research this now? Yes, you can. So you can do that one. And this other science ship, once you're done with that, come back and do this one. Alright. The Order of Jofemari. Interesting. So, by doing that, by introducing ourselves to new... what's it called? New empires, we get a little bit of influence, which is good. Well met, alien. I represent the Order of Jofemari, led by the illustrious blah blah blah. Oh, they are... Oh, they're xenophiles, so that's good. Unfortunately, they're spiritualists, so that kind of counteracts it. Our citizens all send their regards. First alien encounter. This changes everything. Let me guess, they're right next to us, aren't they? Oh, no, they're over there. Okay. So that's not too bad. Let's take a look at our contacts list. They really don't like us. They really don't like it, so that's not good. Shit. Pardon my French. Okay, I need to go to society policies. Our first contact protocol is peaceful, so I don't understand why we have a negative opinion with our first contact. That doesn't make any sense. We're going to change our war philosophy to defensive wars, orbital bombardment. We're going to change that to light. People usually... certain types of empires don't like it if you have unrestricted wars or anything other than light bombardment. Slavery prohibited, purge prohibited, that's fine. Okay, I think we're... Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot. Don't forget to activate Encourage Free Thought, because this is a plus 5% research speed bonus. Leave it on at all times. I can't believe I forgot about that. I feel really dumb right now. Okay. So, we're going to want to try to keep these guys in our good graces. Blah, blah, blah. Why don't these guys like us? It's strictly because they're spiritualists. That's pretty much it. So we're going to just donate them a bunch of energy credits. There you go. Have 100. Enjoy. Don't spend it all in one place. See, they just closed their borders to us. Not a good sign. Yeah, that barely decreased their dislike of us. Food stockpile unbalanced till we hit 1k food. No, you want to keep it minimal. Food stockpiling, I would say hit large. Because food surplus, once you've hit your maximum available stored food, a food surplus will increase the growth of your organic pops, which, if you remember, we don't want. Okay, so let's build another mining station around there, and that'll give us a little bit more energy to work with. So I think we're okay on energy for the next little bit here. What we need to worry about is mineral generation. So until that pop is grown on our mining network, and at the same time we build up some orbital stations, some mining networks, we just got to kind of take things a little slow here. Remember, frontier outposts cost 200 minerals a pop, so they're not terribly cheap. Alright, traditions. We have another one in 10 months. That's fine. There actually is another way to play this, which I've read about, and it's where you actually can utilize mind over matter instead of becoming a cyborg. Let us end this charade. Oh, great. Now they're our rival.
Construction complete.
Alright, screw it. We're going to declare rivalry. This might not go well. Confirm. Yeah. The Yalon Republic. Interesting. What do we got? We have... Oh, great. They are fanatic spiritualist xenophobes. This is not looking good, folks. Our neighbors don't like us. And where are these guys? Oh, they're way up there. Okay.
System survey complete.
Yeah. This is kind of a bad start. Honestly, a situation like this, where you're right next to two spiritualist empires, and in particular one of them is a xenophobe. Situations like this, I would honestly be like, try the first 10 years, and if those guys like never come around to liking you, it warrants a restart, in my opinion, because we're gonna be significantly weaker in terms of military strength than them for a long time. They're not going to be intimidated by us. They're not going to hold off on attacking us. Not until we get Galactic Force Projection for our third Ascension perk. When you pick that, it's pretty much instantly makes your naval capacity superior to just about everybody around you. But that's going to be a while. That has to be our third. That has to be our third Ascension perk. So it takes a long ass time. And we are just very vulnerable until then. Silicon life forms. Okay, +3 minerals on that world. That's good. That's very good. Maybe probably build a frontier outpost right here in this Chara system. In the Zedino Chara system. Is that Chara? Yeah, it is Chara. Spirit of Science under edicts. I mean, that's kind of optional. It's a big drain on influence, is the problem. Like, right now it costs 135, and seeing as how we only have the one science lab that's generating a little bit, not really much point, in my opinion. At least not yet. Not until we get a few more science labs on the homeworld. Okay, got another tradition, and we definitely want to boldly go. There it is, reducing our anomaly fail risk.
Research complete.
There we go. Planetary unification. Oh, heritage sites. We want that. Absolutely. So this will give us a heritage site. It'll cost us 200 minerals, but it will increase our production of unity by another 2 points. And that will actually help with the unlocking of our traditions and getting these traditions more quickly. Have these guys rivaled us? No.
Research complete.
So we've got one rival. They're helping us with our influence generation, but it's not really a good thing. Ooh, here we go. Mummified pilot, 60 points in society research. Not bad. Leave that anomaly alone. Administrative AI, not bad. +5% research speed bonus. A permanent +5% research speed bonus. Yeah, 105 influence right now is just not worth it, because we need that influence in order to build up our first couple frontier outposts and whatnot, because that will cost a flat amount of influence. I got distracted here. So you'll notice that in this particular playthrough with using the one planet strategy, I will be pausing a hell of a lot more than you've probably normally seen me do in previous stream games. So we have 2 hydroponics farms. There's going to come a point where I do get rid of one of them, because we won't need one of them. We just won't have enough organic pops to warrant that many. Oh shoot! This science ship is just sitting there. That's bad. Need them to get moving. So you know what? Go here, and then here, and then here. Then we're just going to send them into this little pocket. Get all of these systems surveyed. There we go. Okay, that's what we want. Good. Now, this one is in Chara. Can you go back here? Nope. 30% failure risk. Ooh, 5 points of engineering on that neutron star. That's pretty good. So yeah, I think one of, if not our first frontier outpost will be in the Chara system. That seems like the wisest course of action. Okay, now that we have that mining station up and running, we're generating 9 minerals per month. That's good. So we put another mining station there. That'll drop our energy down to +7. We'll build a mining station around here to get that +2 energy.
Research complete.
Now, I'm gonna actually link. Oh, here we go. Robots. This is kind of tough. Robots or improved spaceport? Robots cost 50 minerals and 150 energy to build one. So they're kind of expensive right off the bat. I don't know. This is a little tough. Let's just do the improved spaceport for now. Observation post. Okay. So we're going to want to build an observation post around this planet. Oh, wow. There's Xenophile and a Materialist. That's good. A very, very important factor in the one planet strategy is uplifting primitive species. Now, there's a way to cheese it where you crank the primitives modifier all the way up to 5 times normal. But we don't have that yet. It's supposed to be getting implemented in a future update because it wasn't on the PC version immediately either. So hopefully we get it at a later time and we can use that to help make the one planet strategy easier. And the reason why you'll want to uplift, like technologically enlighten primitive species is because as your vassals, they're essentially your buffer. They're kind of your defense. In the early portions where you have no real military presence to speak of, your vassals will help kind of mitigate that a little bit.
System survey.
And somewhat more importantly, if you're able to get tributaries who are actually paying you for your protection, that's even better because they're paying you a decent portion of their their minerals and energy credits, and helping keep your economy strong, or well, not strong, but adequate. So we've got our first faction, and it's the Materialist faction. That's good. So they'll be a good source of additional influence generation before too long here. Need to get the minerals to build this next mining station. Get some more minerals coming in. We've had a bit of a good and a bad spawn so far. 2 spiritualist empires close to us is really, really bad. On the flip side, though, we've had a pretty decent... in terms of resources, we've had a pretty decent spawning. Second science ship, Chara. You're going to take a little too long to level up there, I think. So when she's done, we're going to have her survey this little pocket over here. Oh, 10% risk. Yep, we'll take that. Okay, who just leveled up? Oh, all 3 of our maniacal scientists that are researching projects. Good. Okay, so construction ship, enter orbit. Ooh, you know what I forgot to do is build our solar panel network as well, but we don't have the minerals for that just yet. Okay, there we go. So I think, yep, plus 15 minerals. What do we got here? Shrines to the old gods event chain.
Situation log update.
Yeah, let's fire it up. Screw it. It's bonus resources. That's never really a bad thing. Let's move this guy over here onto that tile with energy. We're going to want to merge our corvettes. Set them back to aggressive. There we go. Okay, construction ship. Okay, so our minerals are actually pretty decent already, which is useful. So once we build this station here, we're going to start looking at a couple spots to build some research stations to generate a little bit more science production. Now, I'm going to flat out say this right now. If shit goes south really early in this game, I'm going to simply restart. You'll find that that's a common thing when you're doing one planet strategy, unless you are intentionally trying to, you know, just take the punches that are thrown at you and whatnot. Like I said, though, if it's your first couple times doing it, I suggest cheesing it so that you get a feel for what you need to keep an eye out for and how you want to play the one planet strategy. I will forewarn anybody who wants to try this, though. Doing the one planet strategy could very well change how you play the game indefinitely, because it's effective. When you're 100 years in and you are out teching everybody, and in less than 120, 130 years, you're already getting like things like repeatables and stuff like that, and nobody else even has battleships or anything yet. It's
construction complete.
It leaves a pretty interesting impact. You're just like, man, why the hell would I play Stellaris any other way ever again? Okay, let's build this research station and get those society points to help us research society technologies more quickly. Ooh, the Charis system. Let's see what's here. So this would be a pretty good system. If we built a frontier outpost right here, that would give us 2 energy right off that. And then we could get another 4 energy from 2 more mining stations. I don't think it would be close enough to give us borders around the Sawa neutron star, though. That's not a good sign. That's unfortunate. What's in here? Old Gods, the Percipient. Okay. So when you're done that, you are going to... You can't research that project yet. Mount Deep Sea Expedition. Okay. So when you're done here, you can't research either of those projects either, because you need to be level 3. Alright. Well, our scientists need to level up a little bit more. Let's see. Is the Hiatum system? Yes, it is surveyed. We can build another research station over here. Ooh. Do that. Build a research station there. That'll really boost our society output this early in the game. That's pretty good. Okay, another tradition pick. We're going to do Planetary Survey Corps. This gives us research points while our scientists are surveying planets. This is a very powerful tradition, especially in the early game. Okay, so let's go back to our home planet. Magnetic reversal. All right. I'm going to want to build a power plant, so we need 60 minerals for that, just so that we have it. And then we're going to save up minerals, get a 3rd science ship. Or should we wait for us to get Polytechnic Education? I don't think so. No, you know what? We need 200... Oh, I forgot about that. We need 200 minerals for the heritage site, so we're going to save up for that first. That will help us get additional traditions more quickly. See, the next one's 38 months away, 37 technically. And even just by adding a heritage site, that will actually help. And it will help quite a bit.
Anomaly found.
0%, yes, I'll take that.
System survey complete.
So, should finish the heritage sites technology right about now.
Research complete.
There it is. Okay, next up, genome mapping. We don't care about that. Don't care about naval capacity or the biolab. Here we go, adaptive bureaucracy. So, this increases our leader pool size by +1, which is fantastic for when we're recruiting new scientists. Like I said, we want to keep an eye out for scientists with particular expertises, or even like Spark of Genius, or just really good traits for surveying, like the, what is that, meticulous trait to increase anomaly discovery chance. That's really good. But most importantly, max influence from factions is increased by 1. So more influence generation from our factions means we can build more frontier outposts. See, right now we're getting nothing from this guy. Science Without Borders. Signing research treaties with at least 3 other empires. Yeah. So that's one reason to have several AI empires. Battle debris.
Situation log updated.
Leading edge. And then adopting discovery traditions. Yeah, there should be more stuff. Maybe not right now, but they'll definitely want it. Still can't research that. Level 4 or higher. Ugh. Okay, so how much more do these guys just hate us?
Research complete.
These guys are starting to like us a little bit more. These guys are going to hate us indefinitely now that we're rivals. But, you know, whatever. Okay, let's see. None of these are very good, but we'll take the energy grid. The energy grid is pretty good because later on, once we start adopting the discovery traditions, it will also be generating some unity for us. Okay, construction ship, let's just have you return. Okay, what else can we do? Can't really do much of anything right now because, like I said, we're waiting for those 200 minerals for the heritage site, and that'll be in the next 2 months here.
Survey complete. Anomaly.
Ooh, anomaly, yes, do want. You know what we will do, though? Let's do infrastructure projects. Yeah, that'll reduce the building cost, and we can upgrade this right now.
System survey.
Then we
complete.
can... So we had a good like 300 something influence, and I said screw it. We're generating 4 per month. All right, then we'll queue the power plant. It's good. See, look how slowly our pops grow. 0.84 per month. Like, that's awful. Solar Sailor, an interesting, albeit primitive design. Frenchy schmency. Unfortunately, I feel like those 100 energy credits we gave to that empire to the west of us was a significant waste. The Order of Jolfimari. And I kind of regret that decision. Okay, we got 4 minerals in here. Yep, 2 deposits of 2 each, so not terribly good. Over here, 3... If this was in our borders, this is not a system worth putting a frontier outpost in on its own, but if this system was in our borders, this wouldn't be a bad research station to build for 3 points in engineering. Same thing over here, 2 points in energy credits, not worth putting a frontier outpost in that system. We want to try and put a frontier outpost in the middle of the spiral arm somewhere, and if the borders encroach on that system, it's 2 extra energy credits that we can nab with a frontier outpost. So just for future reference, those of you watching on YouTube or those of you watching live right now, check the links in the description below for the Discord channel. I'm actually going to post a link to the One Planet Strategy Guide on these Steam forums that I largely followed when I first tried the One Planet Strategy, when I was replaying the One Planet Strategy over and over, so on and so forth. So hopefully it gives you an idea of what you want to do, what to look out for, and how to make this work. Why did we not finish surveying this system? Now I feel really dumb. Okay, you're gonna... Nope, still 30% for that. Interesting. She's about to level up, though, so maybe that'll change? There she is, level up. Now it's down to 10%. So yeah, go over and do that. And then we need to start doing some of these research projects. Research those projects. Research those projects. Still can't do that one. You got to be level 4. This one, she's about to level up too. That's okay. There's no projects up there for her to worry about. Okay, so we have 150 minerals just about. So that means science ship number 3. And I think next we're going to want to save up enough for our first frontier outpost. Actually, maybe not. Maybe not. We should probably build up a few corvettes first, just to be ready for that pirate event. And we don't really have enough. We don't really have enough systems surveyed to warrant building a frontier outpost, anyways. Because you want to know what you're getting yourself into with every frontier outpost you construct. All right, science ship number 3. Let's take it. You know what? Can we? Is there another good leader we can recruit? Roamer, carefree. Let's just take this guy with the expertise biology. Actually, no. You know what? No, we're not going to take him. Yeah, we'll take the roamer. We'll take the roamer. And we'll have her go... let's see. So you're surveying all that. You need to go down this way and start surveying in this direction. We got to get these surrounding systems out here because, yeah, we got to start building some frontier outposts and improve our resource production ASAP. Okay, too many. You are going to go here afterwards, and then you can go, oops, and then you can go here. So ideally, this person, once they level up to level 4, we'll have, okay, so we'll have this person come up this way and just do this arm. Hopefully they're level 4 by then, and then we'll when we're sending them back down this way to do a little bit more surveying, we'll have them stop and do that one special project. Okay, I can't really see the hyperlanes in this part of the galaxy. I always have trouble with that. So let's just do that, and then that, and then how about that, and then go up here. Okay, that did work out. Beautiful. Where else can you go? Just this way? Alright, that's fine. Survey there, and there. Okay. You have hit your quota of the queue. One planet. Can build 2. Excuse me. Still nothing going on there. Man, 4.1 influence per month this early in the game.
Research complete.
Okay, what do we got? Adaptive bureaucracy, that's good. Now we want... Well, these are all pretty mediocre, but galactic ambitions for increased border range, hell yes. This will make each frontier outpost we construct more effective. So I didn't really discuss it too much, but the ascension perks you want to take, oops. Global energy management, what next? These are all poopy options. You know what? We're gonna go with quantum theory because it's one of the cheaper technologies out of those options. Let's build one more Corvette. There we go. That should give us 5, and then we can save up. We can start saving up. The problem with building up ships right now is that it's reducing our mineral generation because of the maintenance cost. There we go. See, 37 months for the next tradition. That's not too bad. How long do we have? Ancient survey marker. Ooh, plus 4 minerals on that planet. If we can get a frontier outpost, maybe right here, should be able to encompass several of these systems. If they're worth it. Yep, hopefully. Okay, so I didn't really mention it too much before. Our first ascension perk, we want technological ascendancy. Obviously, for the plus 10% research speed for the rest of the game. Ooh, destroyers already. Yes, do want. And it doubles up really nicely with completing the discovery tree. After that, a commendable initiative for the habitable world. Yes, we want that. That gives us a little bit of unity, a bunch of energy credits, and some influence. Actually, I don't know about the unity. Anyways, technological ascendancy first to increase our research speed, obviously. And that's good to keep throughout the whole damn game. Second one. We need the Flesh is Weak. It requires the droids technology, so hopefully we get the robots to pop back up again soon so we can complete that. And we need droids. The reason for this is it decreases the maintenance cost of our robotic pops by an additional 15%. On top of the, I think, 20% reduction from being fanatic materialist. But it also increases their build speed by plus 25%, and we get a special project to turn all of our pops into cyborgs. And having our pops as cyborgs is actually really good. All of our leaders live 40 years longer. And I think it's a plus 5% research speed bonus as well. Plus 5 or plus 10? I'm fairly certain it's plus 5. Let's see, what size planet is that? Ooh, special project, Ancient Cybrex Base. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Fargus, did that say Gaia World? No, that was Desert World. I'm on drugs. Okay, so we, on a research station here for plus 3 engineering research and plus 4 minerals off of this planet. Yeah, that's pretty good. And this system is far enough away. Yeah, okay. So we'll just wait. Epsilon aliens. Okay, it's only 4 months to complete these, so we're going to queue them up. That's fine. We get influence for completing it. We just gotta sit tight until our science ships keep surveying. Later on, ooh, geez, improbable orbit, but it's 50% failure risk. That is a good one to not fail. The likelihood of that happening, though, is very, very small.
Anomaly found.
Most of the time when you do improbable orbit, you just get the influence, you know, flat bonus in influence. Issue a special project for a remote space amoeba study. Let's just do the remote study. Situation log. And then 11 months for that, so we'll do that later. I would suggest for things like the crystalline entities and the mining drones and all that jazz, set up for remote study. That's just my suggestion, because you're not going to have a decent enough fleet to go destroy them for a long time. Don't get me wrong, though, some of the bonuses you get for just having your fleets go and destroy them, you can get some pretty good bonuses from that. Like I said, though, it's just going to take a long time. Geez, 61 months for destroyers, but you know what? We can wait. It's worth the wait. Alright, so we'll get a level 3, and a level 1 still. Special project complete. What do we got here? Frequency tuning. Yeah. Not a terribly good one. So what? We already found 3 Cybrex. The campaigning to elect a new first speaker is underway. Okay, so what's our current mandate? Our current mandate is orbital research. We only built 2 research stations. On homeworld pops, when is a good time to take down tile blockers? That is entirely situational. I would say when you have enough money to clear the tile, when you have enough resources to clear the tile, and you have enough resources to immediately, and I do mean immediately, queue a robot pop on it. Okay, so let's take a look-see here. Can we re-elect... what is our current ruler? Plus 10% monthly unity, that's good. Plus 5% happiness, that's not too bad. So let's keep our current... Ooh, deep connections, monthly influence, that's okay. Expansionist, reduced frontier outpost build cost. That's actually not a bad one. But you know what? We're going to stick with this current ruler. Because there's that plus 10% monthly unity from the Reformer pick. Automated mining bases. Ooh. 116 minerals, just like that. Not bad. Let's see here. Our construction ship. Is there anywhere we're building? Not really, not right now. Let's see. Now she's level 2. Good, okay. You're going to survey that system. Ooh. A new leader has been elected. Ah, crap. Who was it? Oh, we have re-elected our current leader. Okay, good. So let's take a look at what's their orbital research mandate again. Okay. Damn. Yeah, okay, so we do have those 2 research stations available. Filling out these mandates is a fantastic way to keep your influence at a decent level, even if you're losing a little bit because you have too many what's it called? Frontier outposts. Yeah, those. I almost forgot what they're called. Duh. I'm not going to worry about it right now, not until we get at least 1 frontier outpost constructed. Okay, I need to build 2 more corvettes. And we can actually queue the solar panel network.
System survey complete.
And we still have 200 minerals to build a frontier outpost. Uh-oh. Sorry, big sneeze. Okay, so in the Fargus system, we have that one there. Okay. So if we have a frontier outpost here, we can get the station that gives us 3 minerals to here. We have a station here that gives us 4. That's 7 minerals for only 2 energy per month. So hopefully we get something decent. There's very little in this system. Hopefully some of those stellar bodies are generating more stuff. We could also build over here in the Powaya system. Okay, what do we got? Nothing terribly good. Let's do databank uplinks because it's a cheap technology.
Anomaly.
Why am I suddenly getting so stuffy? Research. Oh, excuse me. I'm getting the sniffles all of a sudden, and I don't know why. Okay. So we should have another pop growing. There it is. Okay. Let's upgrade the physics lab. And since I did complete... Yeah, we got an energy grid, right? Yes, we did. Okay. So that's 112 minerals. So I'm going to hold off on that for a bit, but I'm going to... Ooh, swirling shadows. Where's that? That's +6 society research. Ooh. That's it. Okay. So it's very unlikely that we'll get this system in our borders at any time unless there is a lot more resources being generated in the rest of the system. Because if we build a frontier outpost in this system to put it in our borders, that frontier outpost will not get any other systems within its borders. The rest of them they're just too far away. So it wouldn't really be worth it.
Anomaly found.
Anomaly found. Okay.
System survey complete.
Raking in those anomalies. That's good. Let's see. Now the only reason I'm clearing that tile blocker is we've got a bit of an excess of resources in terms of both energy and minerals. Thankfully we had our basic science lab on a location with latent physics generation, which is pretty good. Ow. Where they have found nothing of interest. Well, you fucked it up. Simple as that. Pardon my French. Okay, how are you doing on technologies? Galactic Ambitions is finishing up soon. 6 more months for our next tradition. Polytechnic education. This is really good. Our future scientists, our future leaders, actually, will be getting recruited at level 2. Tile blocker cleared, so let's move this guy up here. Do we have the minerals to build an energy grid? Yes, we do. We'll wait for the next month. Bam, there. We still have enough for a frontier outpost. I'm really hoping that the system here, whatever this one's called, ISAM, I'm really hoping it has some, like, something in it to warrant putting a frontier outpost in it. Gas giant ship. Oh, okay. Interesting. What are you doing right now? Oh, you're doing all these special projects, aren't you? Can't do that one. Can't do that one. You can do that one. This is iffy. Okay, let's just leave her surveying. What about this one? She still has to level up. So let's go here, and then go here. Okay, meanwhile, where are you doing that?
Construction complete.
Okay, so research those projects. Are there any projects you can do in here? Yep, those. And then go do that. Okay. Bunch of stuff just finished, so let's take a look. We got Galactic Ambitions. Good. Next up, these are all kind of poopy options. We don't want genome mapping. Naval capacity doesn't matter. Eco simulation for better hydroponics farms. Who cares? Let's take biodiversity studies, and because it's a biological thingamajigger, we're going to swap out our maniacal scientist because we're only getting a plus 29% progress bonus. We're going to swap him out for this guy, plus 32%. Not a huge difference, but it's a difference. Did it shave any time off is the real question. No, it didn't. Still 17 months, but you know what? Who cares? We'll leave them on. Oh, now it's 22 months because we lost the stored research. Oopsie. Okay, discovery, polytechnic education, there we go. 46 months, and then we are done discovery, and we have our first ascension perk in 15 years. That's not too bad.
System survey complete.
Jeez. We need some level 4 or level 5 scientists to do a lot of these projects. This is really bad. 2 minerals, that's pretty poopy.
System survey complete.
Oh, yeah, there's...
Special project complete.
That sucks. That sucks. Well, I was really hoping for that system to have more than just 2 minerals in it. I mean, I guess 2 minerals is better than nothing, but whatever. Okay, really need to get that system surveyed. Is somebody going to survey that soon? Yes. This lady is. I'd say this would be the best system to put a frontier outpost in. If there's decent resources in here and in here at this neutron star, and even in this system where we want to build a frontier outpost, I think that frontier outpost would actually encompass 1, 2, 3, 4, all 5, 6. All 6 of those stars. It's going to be a while. So, we'll send this chick survey that system, like, right away. Well, this dude goes in this big circle. Well, there's a bunch of you in here that I didn't even notice. Lurks, Tony the Yugoslav. How's everybody doing? Oh, here we go. Cybrex Research Station. Another thingamajigger. Scientist skill level 5 or higher. Yeah. Yep. Let's take a look. Where's this first likely shrine location? Over there. Okay. Okay, that's neat. And the other one...
Complete.
Look at. That's in that one. Databank uplinks for assist research. That's done. Special project. Some experience. That's always not too bad. We're going to do field modulation for those power plants. So I'm just going to say screw it. We're going to build... Oh, wait. Maybe not.
Anomaly found.
Research that. You know what? What's over here? Not really anything. Yeah, let's just plop a frontier outpost down. We need to try to increase our generation of resources, especially minerals. Hi, Joe. How are you? Let's see. What are we going to want to do on our homeworld? I don't know. Interesting. You know what? I could put another power plant right here. And that wouldn't be too bad. Okay. I think I know what to do. Or what we can do, I should say. Let's take a look. Do we have any good scientists available to recruit? We've got another maniacal one for another plus 5% research speed. Careful for a reduced anomaly fail risk. That's not too bad. Roamer for increased survey speed. Yeah, not too bad. And the reason why I'm looking is I think another science ship. Ooh, Shrine to the Percipient. Done. Good. I think another science ship would be useful. And, yeah, we'll leave it at that. I'm tempted to get another Corvette, but I don't think it's necessary.
System survey complete.
Ooh, the Adar system. What do we have? Ooh, that's good. An asteroid producing 4 minerals, a planet producing 3 engineering research. Yeah, that's a good candidate for a frontier outpost with these surrounding systems. Yeah, not bad. Okay, let's get our 4th science ship. Grab him and put the Eugene Sutherland in there. Okay, and you know what? Let's send you down here. Try and find some anomalies. Flirting with disaster here on the edge of these guys' borders. Don't care. And then back down this way. Okay. Hopefully he finds some anomalies and gets us additional resources. Biolab is done. Okay, so I could build that. What do we... see, these options are pretty poopy. Let's go with orbital hydroponics. It's a low-cost technology, so... And it's also a biological type, so we'll leave this scientist here. We'll switch him out for the maniacal one, probably on the next project. Probably spent too long without a frontier outpost. Honestly, with this one, what do we got? The probability conundrum. Ooh, a conundrum worth investigating. Improbable ceramics. Now, what are you doing? You're level 4 now, so you can do a bunch of stuff, can't you? You're going to research that project. Can you do this one? Yes, you can. And what about this one? Yes, you can do that one too. And can you do any more? Nope. What about that one? Nope. And there's one more up here, the shrine to the whatever it is, up here in the Brius system, if I recall right. So that should get us some resources. Something you need to consider, if you are generating more than +0 resources, you are not making... You are not generating the optimal amount of resources that you possibly could with your frontier outposts. So if you are generating, like I said, if you're generating like +1 or +2 or whatnot, always be looking for where you want to build another frontier outposts to be generating more resources. Okay, so what we're going to do is, it's only 3 years into our leader's re-election. So what we're actually going to do is, once we've got this frontier outpost done, we're going to satisfy this orbital research mandate and just build a few research stations, even on ones that we're not really going to keep. So we can build 2 in our current borders, and we can build 2 more in the Fargus system once this frontier outpost is complete. So like I said, if you're watching live right now and you're in the Discord channel, I'm going to post after this stream, I'm going to post in the Discord channel the One Planet Strategy Guide. It's more applicable to version 1.9 of the game. We're still in version 1.7, but still has some really good insight on it that you want to pay attention to. Okay, we can put a mining station there. Oh man, we got all of this. That's freaking awesome. Okay, so build a mining station here, and then I'm going to queue up both research stations in that system. Now over here, oh man, we lucked out. Okay, we don't have enough minerals. That's fine. I need that robots technology to come back. We got to be able to build robots. So we have 5 tile blockers, which means I need to fill up a robot on one of these 3 tiles. One of the science factions things to make them happy is have at least 6 robots in your empire. So what you do is you clear a tile blocker and you make sure you time it so that when it finishes near the beginning of the month, not the very first day, but near the beginning, like the first 5 days or something like that of a new month. And that gives you the rest of the month, which is plenty of time, to pause the game and go onto that tile and build a robot pop. What the heck just happened?
System survey complete.
Investigate Zeta aliens. Let's see what that is. Okay, what do we got? Field modulation. That's not too bad. Cheapest technology, gravitic sensors, only 360 points. Orbital hydroponics is done. That's not too bad. Again, these are all really crappy options. Like, seriously. Hydroponics farm, screw it. Okay. So it's a good thing I queued up building a few mining stations to get more minerals just now. Because we need some. Alright. We also need some energy. We only have +7 energy. That'll change, though, because we have a pop growing on our
Situation updated.
Our energy nexus back on our homeworld, and we've got 2 locations for energy generating mining
System
stations
survey
here.
complete.
My homeworld is full now, robots and starting race. Okay, that's good.
Special project complete.
The Great Themlar Autocracy. That sounds great. Oh, they're pacifist and autocratic, so they won't like us because we're partially egalitarian. This is a really awful start so far, folks. Once we hit about the 15-year mark, we're going to want to, you know, if like I said, if stuff goes south before we hit like 50 years or something, it's just going to warrant a restart. They're over there. Man, we got grouped up with... Didn't I set AI empires down to like 5
Research
or 6 or something like that? I know it was a pretty small amount. There we go. Robotic workers. We want that. 44 months for that. That's fine. And we're going to queue up another mining station over here. So let's have our construction ship enter orbit. At this point, we're going to want to consider building a new construction ship because we don't want construction ships being queued up with a bajillion orders. We don't want one construction ship doing everything. That's bad. It is an inefficient use of time. We want these stations, we want these frontier outposts built ASAP. If you think about it as everything is a time crunch, you're short on time to do everything, then you'll understand why I would think we should have another construction outpost. 5 with 2 fallen empires. That's what I thought. Thank you, Odile. That's what I thought. But I didn't want to go back into the Twitch replay and check. Okay, we're short less than 1 mineral for this mining station. But now we're generating 20 minerals per month, plus 11 energy. So our pop is probably done on that energy nexus. Oh, there we go. Queued that up. Okay, so as you can see, this construction ship is currently building a research station, and he has +5 orders. Like, that's pretty awful.
Anomaly found.
You don't want so few construction ships that you're queuing up. You're queuing up half a dozen orders on each construction ship. I've done one planet strategy plays where I had like 8 construction ships all over the Empire. Okay, so how is our homeworld looking? We got a new pop growing. Let's put her here. Probably just do a power plant on it. But right now I want another construction ship. We need 100 minerals. So we'll just wait for 1 more month. Hitting the hour-and-a-half mark just about, so I'm still going to stream for another 30 minutes, as usual. How many people are watching? 7 viewers? Really? That's unexpected. Usually there's a lot less people on Fridays. Oh, here we go. New tradition. And here we go. We finish off Discovery. Boop. And then we get our Ascension perk. Our first one is Technological Ascendancy. There we go. We just got a plus 20% boost in research speed. So yeah, that will cut down on the robot workers project by quite a bit. That's good. And yeah, so the next one, we're going to do the expansion tradition, and we're not going to choose these ones over here on the left. They are very good if you're playing normally, but we're not playing normally. We are doing one planet strategy, which means we need to focus on the 2 that reduce the cost of frontier outposts. Okay, so we're going to move this construction ship around this planet. Oh, sorry, we can build a research station, never mind. And then we're going to move him, have him enter orbit around that planet. These are fairly inefficient research stations, in my opinion.
Research complete.
Or actually, no, we'll send them up here to build this one. What am I talking about? Eco simulation is done. Look at these awful options. All right, we're going to do frequency tuning just to get rid of it.
System survey.
Because it will never go away until we research it. And it's only going to be 24 months at most. So that's not too bad. Okay, once this guy is done with this research station, we're actually just going to direct him up here to build this one in Shetty 4A. Gravitic sensors is done. Orbital sensor array, that's pretty good. Building an observatory around our, inner spaceport to improve science generation on our home world just a little bit. Not very much, though.
Construction complete.
Okay, now let's move this guy over here. Can you not build? Is this not in our borders? What? No way. That's in our borders. That is totally in our borders. Okay, we're going to stop. Stop that ship. Have him return. Well, that's really stupid. Okay. Go build that research station. Now, the only reason we're doing those crappy research stations, we have 3 now. Generating some... oh, where's this? Just study its natural processes. Plus 6 physics research. That's good. What's over here? 10 minerals.
System survey complete.
But most of them are just 2. What's over here? 4 minerals and nothing really very good. Oh well. What was I talking about again? I can't remember. It doesn't matter. Okay, so we have... Yeah, there, see? We just finished Improbable Ceramics. We failed it, but we got a bunch of influence for it. So, here, we've got all 6 Cybrex projects available. Do we have anybody who is level 5? I don't think so. Is anybody close? No. Closest one... Oh, this one... Oh, she's about to actually hit level 5. So let's let her survey these 2 systems. Maybe Rahena Bakir will be the one to do our stuff. What's her age, though? 63. She might die fairly soon. Okay, so now the what we're actually going to be doing with these research stations, we got this one here in Fargus, only generating 2 engineering research, and then there's one over here in our home system generating 2 points, and then over here in Hyadam generating 2 points of engineering research as well. What we're actually going to do is, if we have a new ruler that we want to elect that has a research station mandate, we're going to dismantle those. Why? Because we can rebuild them, and it will still complete the mandate. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Yeah, we need a new frontier outpost over there ASAP. Look at that. So we're going to build one in the Seraclis system. Actually, is that too close? Yeah, I think so. We'll try building in Tazri and see what happens. I think it'll do what we want it to do, though. It'll make the borders around here, and the borders will actually extend between the frontier outpost and our home world so that it encompasses those other systems. Saia and Chara. We'll get the Zadino Chara system. There we go. Orbital researcher mandate fulfilled. Boom. We now have 872 influence. So we got more than enough to do stuff. What are we going to do? Well, let's do infrastructure projects and spirit of science. Why not? F it. So let's upgrade these. Ooh. Shrine to the benefactress. We'll want to upgrade these power plants as soon as we can. Robotic workers is done. Good. Okay, finally. Let's do nanomechanics so we can get the engineering facility. 1 planet. Let's queue up a robot. Actually, let's queue up 2. Just in case I miss one. Okay, I'm going to put this chick over here. So if we clear some tiles, we can build an engineering facility on this tile. And then we can put a biolab down. The birth of Spacefire. See, there it is. We've been waiting for that. Okay, where are they? I'm going to keep an eye on things. I've got a feeling that they're going to go over here to Batrak. Okay, Adam. So down here in Tazri, that's where we want to build our next frontier outpost. Oh, there they are. Found them. Where are they going exactly? Moving to the Batrac system. Yep, that's exactly where they're going. I called it. So second strike force. We're going to set them. We're going to keep them on aggressive. We're going to put them in the Batrac system. Let's give them an admiral. We don't have very good picks. Let's do unyielding to increase ship hull points. Not very good picks. I was hoping for like aggressive or something to increase the fire rate. But increased hull points will be okay too. And rather than try and intercept these guys, we're just going to move our fleet into the system we know they're going to.
Anomaly found.
Okay. Evading hostiles. Why are you evading hostiles? Whatever.
Construction ship under attack.
Oh my gosh. Oh no. Did we lose our construction ship? No. Good. Whew. When are we getting them back? 22-17-06-06. So right now. Perfect. And another construction ship is under attack. Oh, beautiful.
Construction ship lost.
Well, that was a waste of 100 credits. Xbox Twitch app is complete garbo. Yes, it kind of is. But I use it nonetheless. Okay, let's get this construction ship. Oops. We need to get this construction ship away from the edge. So fly over here, please. Hopefully those pirates don't warp in close enough to attack that mining station. That'll just be another waste of resources. Let's get our second strike force to stop right there. Because the pirates will warp in right on top of them. Explosions in the sky. Inspired science recruits modifier added for 120 months. That's 10 years. Survey speed plus 20%. Anomaly research speed plus 20%. That's pretty good. And somebody just lost their science ship. Okay, so we need to queue up another construction ship. I can't believe we lost one. Oh, that's a Corvette. Dirt. Yeah, that was very, very disheartening. Is this in our borders yet? No. You lie. You're a liar, game. Alright, these guys are going to warp in any second now.
Hostile fleet
There they are.
engaged.
Boop.
Evading hostile fleet.
There we go. Wiping them out pretty
System
decently.
survey complete.
Down to 2, down to
Research
1.
complete. Situation
And
log
that's it.
updated. Special project complete.
An interesting find. Boo doo boop boop. Second strike force, go get repaired. We're going to want to analyze this battle debris. So let's get this chick to turn around, do that project, and then do this debris. There we go. Okay, what happened here? We finished frequency tuning. Once again, we have really bad picks, and not only are they bad, they are expensive. So we're going to do space combat doctrine, and we're going to reassign the maniacal scientist. There we go. The reason why we're doing this one is it's the cheapest technology. We need to get rid of it. There we go. Another technology done. Nanomechanics, good. Let's do assembly patterns. 16 months. That's pretty quick. All right, construction ship number 2. You need to go down to Tazri
System survey complete.
and build a frontier outpost, please. So we need to get the second strike force repaired, and then we're going to send them over to where we believe the pirate hideout is, which is here in Gijishim. Did I pronounce that right? Jakidum. Jakidum? Jakidum, yeah. Jakidern. And then we'll send them over to Gilprim, because it could be either one of those systems. Jakidern! Welcome to Jakidern, where the name is very difficult to pronounce. Xeno scum. Alright, this guy is going to come back. We're going to put him... Let's move him into this system so that he's ready to start building a couple mining stations as soon as that new frontier outpost is up and running. Okay, orbital sensor array, that's not... Ooh, self-aware logic. We want that because that increases our research alternatives by +1. That is fantastic. This early in the game, that's a good pick. And it's done in only about 4 years. About 20 minutes left in the stream, folks. Second strike force has been fully repaired. Good. Okay, so send him over here. Are any of our scientists level 5 yet? No, that one's very close, though. She pretty much just needs to survey one more system. Cybrex listening post. Interesting. Can you do that project once you're done? Yes, you can. Beautiful. What about over here? Do that too. Ooh, Larbo. Primitive society. Ooh, what are they? Militarist. They are very militarist. Bless you. Okay, what do we got going on here? Do we have infrastructure projects? Yes. How much to upgrade a power plant? 67.5. Ooh, pretty pricey. We're generating 20 minerals, though. Is that worth it? I don't know. We'll just leave it be for now, I think. What we're actually going to do is once our first 2 robot pops are built, we are going to move them onto our 2 mining networks because they have a bonus to mineral production. We're not going to keep those mining networks. We will eventually get rid of them. Nice.
Special project complete.
There we go. Okay, why do I have... What the... Okay, you guys need to stop. What do we have here? We have a fleet. It's a cruiser. Okay. 2 large disruptors, 2 medium blue lasers. Interesting. Let's merge these guys. You guys move back here. Oh. Okay, never mind. What do they do? Screw it. Where's the first strike force? I don't know where they are. Oh, they're way over there. They won't even get here in time. Anomaly, 0% failure risk. Please research. So we might lose a Corvette here taking out this station. Doesn't matter. We'll actually get a decent amount of resources for taking it out. Now that we have that cruiser, though, it's actually reduced our mineral generation every month. We have a science ship sitting around not doing anything. That's bad. That's very, very bad. You to go do this anomaly. And then start surveying again, please. We'll do that.
Special project complete.
Shrine to the benefactress. Okay, here, what do we do here? If we take this one, we get some unity, but it shifts our ethics towards spiritualist, which is bad. We don't want to do that. 222 points in society, not too bad. 881 energy credits. That's, not that great. We don't need the 80 points in influence, not at all. So here, boop, we'll gain the society research, and that will help speed things up for the next couple projects. Is this freaking pyro there dead yet? We should be done a research project.
Research complete.
There.
Research
Abandoned
complete.
thrusting. We just gained ion thrusters for nothing. Dope. Ooh, colonial centralization. This gives us the planetary capital. We do want that. Yes. Yes, we do. Yeah, everything else is crap, so take that. Yes, please. So we just got ion thrusters for not doing anything. And, yeah, that's cool. We'll let this play out.
System survey complete.
We still haven't lost a Corvette to this pirate station.
Situation log updated.
And it's dead. There we go. 180 minerals, 100 energy credits. Nothing fancy, nothing fantastic, but you know what? Stuff is stuff. Alright, fly back and return. Okay, so we still have debris and Convilab. Who was the chick that we just told to go survey some things? You are investigating that. Okay, so...
Research.
Finish investigating that, and then I need you to go do the debris in there, and then go do the debris in there. Please and thank you. All right, what do we finish? Assembly patterns, not bad. Oh, we have some bad options. Let's just do geothermal fracking for the hell of it and get rid of it. We need more frontier outposts. Look at all the influence we're generating. We are generating almost 3 influence from factions. We're actually generating more than I would have expected because we have a rival. I highly recommend never getting into a rivalry with nearby empires because once they start, you know, building up their military and stuff like that, they'll see that you are just significantly weaker. And ooh. Okay, so we got 2 choices here. Make preparations for salvaging the mineral bands, which turns this, whatever it is, this planet, I guess, it will be producing 6 points in minerals. Or we can pick this option because of the scientist's particular trait, and we can turn it into generating +9 society research. What do you guys think? I'm leaning a little towards the minerals because minerals are pretty important. The boost in science, that's nothing to scoff at. Like, we're only generating 12 right now, so +9 once we got this within our borders. Anybody want to offer any insight here in chat? Are you guys paying attention? I understand there's a little bit of lag between me talking and you guys hearing it. I'm leaning towards going with the minerals. Science +9. Okay. Okay, we'll do that one. So hopefully, yeah, it's right over there. So we should be able to build a frontier outpost probably in this system here, closer to the middle, and it'll, well, ideally further away because that's a little too close to this frontier outpost. So we've got Tazri Frontier Outpost complete. So everybody, you guys all said science. Yep, that's fine. Okay, so who is in Tazri? We want this person to go ahead and build the mining stations in there for that hot +6 energy. And then the other one will send you over here to build this mining station for those minerals. And then is there another one over here? No, there is not. But we're going to have you build a research station around the neutron star. And then what else is there? Oh, geez, I can't believe I didn't notice that. So I'm actually going to re-queue these orders. So just enter orbit here for now. So what I want them to do, build a mining station here. And before they leave, build that research station. And then fly to the next system and build that research station. That is far more efficient. Then once they're done that, they'll backtrack a little bit and build a mining station here. And we'll leave it at that because I am out of minerals. Ooh, we've even got this system here, which is producing... Oh, nice! Nanocomposite materials, afterburners, deflectors, all 10%. Here's another asteroid with +4 minerals. That's good. We want that. Hell yes. See, we got a really bad draw with our nearby empires, but man, we are early research boost OMG. We're really lucking out in what's in nearby systems in terms of like minerals and various resources and whatnot. Okay, we're going to send this chick to go survey a system, and that should level... Ooh, you know what? Let's just have her survey both of these. That should level her up to level 5 so that we can do... finish off that system too, so that we can do these high-level Cybrex ones, because we want to finish them and locate the Cybrex home system ASAP. Because the boost in resources we get for that is phenomenal at this point in the game. 24 months for our next tradition pick. Is anybody else level 5 or close to it? No, not really. We can still have this person. What's she doing? How many more Cybrex artifacts do we have to get? There's only one... Okay, so she's doing that run right now. There's only one more that she can do. And where is that one? Let's find it. This one. There. Way over here in Robalius. Okay, that's fine. So you are going to fly over here and do that project next. That's it, that's all. Geothermal fracking, that's nice. Don't really care, though. Let's get deep space stations, because like I said, we do need fortresses. And to get fortresses, we need the deep space stations, as this is the prerequisite before we get
System survey complete.
deep space. The next technology will be deep space installations, and we need deep space stations first.
Special
Man, I would really love...
complete.
Ooh, what do we got? There it is. Another Cybrex artifact is ours. How are we doing on our mandate? Oh yeah, we finished our mandate a while ago. Sorry. Debris analyzed. What did we get? Active countermeasures and nanocomposite materials, plus a bunch of science bonuses. Good. Okay. So, what exactly are you doing? Why are you just sitting there? Survey that system, boy. What's everybody else doing? Is nobody surveying over here? No. Alright, well, we're going to change that. Survey, 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 and survey, please. We still have these space amoeba, which we can't really take on just yet. Let's check out our homeworld. What's happening there? We have a robot that's just hanging out. Oops, I totally forgot. Boop, there we go. And then we'll get this guy. What do we do with this guy? Let's build a power plant over here. There we go. Switch these two up. Damn, this build at 26 years in, 50% research project progress. Yeah. Well, that's just the bonuses, though. I mean, 10% of that is for being fanatic materialist. And we also have the administrative AI technology. So that's 15% right there. But another 5% of that is from all of these maniacal scientists for another 20%. We're enacting and encourage free thought, 25% total. We finished discovery traditions and took technological ascendancy. That's another 20%, so 45% total. And the skill of our scientists is, all three of them are level 3, so that's adding another plus 6%.
System survey complete.
Finishing discovery and then taking technological ascendancy is a very easy plus 20%, man. I recommend it almost every time you play. It doesn't matter what's it called? What was I going to say? Okay, so we're going to re-elect our current ruler again. Let's support them once and leave it at that. That should be enough. Ooh, gain a mining station. Where is this? Scrap it for materials. Do we gain a mining station with plus 3 energy, or do we scrap it for 371 minerals? What do you guys think? I think we could use the minerals. That will help us build some of these orbital stations now that we have this new frontier outpost. But the additional 3 energy credits, that essentially lets us build 3 more mining stations for minerals or science down the road. And energy generation is never bad. Your controller batteries are low. Thank you, console. That was a very loud bleep bloop. Sorry about that. Anybody want to pitch in? Mining station or minerals? I scrapped it. Yeah, because it's very possible that the mining this is in a system where it will not, like, it's not in a good system for us to try and get within our borders, you know what I mean? So yeah, we'll scrap it. Oh, and I'm kind of glad we did that, because I'm not sure we'd be able to get that system in our borders. A frontier outpost right here would be really good. Let me see here. Actually, that reminds me. I need to check it out. Orbital researcher, so she has her orbital mining mandate again. And when is the election? 22/20/07/01. So, in the 6th, so we're going to leave a few mining stations intact. And then in the 6th month, we're going to dismantle them. Scrap it. Yeah. Glad I picked that. Expertise psionics. Really? Okay. For doing what? Alright. Alright, whatever. Let's do these cyber... Okay, so once you're done doing all that, you are going to do the last couple Cybrex research projects so we can find that home system and get the sweet bonuses. So yeah, I'm glad we did not take control of that mining station, because it's very likely we would never get this system within our borders by building a frontier outpost or two up in this area. I think we'll just build the one, and we're probably going to put it in the Brius system, because we got some energy coming from there, and right next to it in Beta Hydra there's some energy as well, but it's not fully surveyed yet, so we'll see. And okay, research. Okay, so it is now the 6th month. We are going to, find a couple research stations. Oh, no, wrong thing. There we go. Disband this one. And then there should be 2 more. There's this one in here. Disband this one. And disband this one. So our energy generation actually just went back up another 3 points because I disbanded those. But more importantly, if we cannot fulfill that orbital research mandate when our leader gets reelected, because we simply did not build one in any of these other systems, we can simply go back and rebuild, you know, however many we need to out of the ones we just disbanded. And we have reelected our current ruler. Good. Okay, so... what did I just finish construction of? I can't remember. Oh yeah, some power plants? Didn't we upgrade some power plants just now? No, we didn't upgrade yet. Okay, so let's do that now. Do we have infrastructure projects active? Yes. So let's start with this one because you're getting a bonus for being next to the thing. And we'll do this one, and then this one, and this one. And we'll leave it at that for now. We'll let this young lady finish growing. She can do her thing. Actually, you know what I want to do is clear that tile. Limbo. In limbo. Okay. Okay, then do that. And then survey, survey, and survey. Survey and survey. There. That'll be that. That'll be the end of that arm of the galaxy. What do we got now? Okay, the one beast. You can build a mining station around the star, and then back to this system, build a mining station there. And how about the other construction ship? What's he doing? Building a mining station there for some energy. Build another one up here for some more energy. And hey, look, a third one down there. Can't believe I didn't notice that one first. I feel kind of stupid now. And I need to go back to Poea, and build another one. Oh, look, 4 points in society research. Is this within our borders? Yes, it is. Lacking 27 minerals. Can we build one now? No. Lacking less than 1 mineral. Found the fallen empire, xenophobe. I'm dead. 64K fleet killed everything. I just hit level 5 spaceport. GG, strong tactics.
System survey.
Don't piss them off.
Anomaly found. Special project.
Archaeological project completed for some Cybrex artifacts. That's good. And actually, we've hit the 2-hour mark. I just realized. Okay, so you're done dicking around down there. You still can't do those research projects, so you're just going to send this scientist over here. Keep doing some surveying. Ooh, an interesting, albeit primitive design. A solar sailor. And then over here and over here. And then lastly, you can go over here too. Is that an empire at the end of the arm you're in? Yes, I'll show you where they all are. So we got these guys, the Aelon Republic, our fanatic spiritualists. They don't like us. These guys, the Great Themlar Autocracy, they are authoritarian, I believe. Yes. They are authoritarian, but because we're charismatic, they still have a +5 opinion of us. We're actually going to try and get them into a non-aggression pact right now. Oh, we're losing food. I just realized. Oh, that's not good. So let's give them 300 minerals. Actually, would they want a research agreement? Yes, if we can do a research agreement, that's fantastic too. Oh, they don't want to share. Oh, fine. Screw you guys then. Didn't like you anyways. Confirm. Let's do that. Because we want to enter a non-aggression pact with them if they like us enough. What's the other thing? And then there's these other guys down here, the Order of Jofemari. These are the first guys we encountered. They are spiritualist, and they really don't like us, but they didn't like us right from the get-go because we were infidel unbelievers. And they declared rivalry on us very, very quickly. The Yalon Republic is not rivaling us, but they also don't like us very much either. Because again, we are infidel unbelievers. You know, whatever. The Great Themlar Autocracy appreciates your donation, blah, blah, blah. Acceptance, -31. Damn. Yeah. Still don't like us enough. Let's guarantee their independence for a little while. This will build some trust with them, but it's going to cost us some influence every month, which is not good. Toad asteroid. So once we build up some trust... Faction founded. What faction did we just get? Egalitarian ethos. These guys are really easy to please. Now they're giving us even more influence. Good. Wait, they killed everything and then left my pop so I can rebuild. No, you really can't, dude. The setback is way too much. The setback from being attacked that early is way too much. You're better off just restarting. It's unfortunate, but it's true. I'm going to need to upgrade some hydroponics farms. Or just one. Let's just upgrade that one.
System survey complete.
Okay. Oops, anomaly found. Research that. We have our construction ships running around willy-nilly, building wherever they can, which is good. And we really should do that orbital research mandate. 1 out of 4. Okay. Where would be some good stations to build? Oh, we're building a second one over here, aren't we? Yes, we are. So that'll be 2. Need to find 2 more. Unfortunately, we didn't get the Chara system within our borders. Solar Sailor, an interesting, albeit primitive design. Okay, we should get this guy to build another frontier outpost. Where would be a good spot?
Research complete.
Oh, what do we get? Research complete. Colonial centralization for the planetary capital. Good. Okay, let's go with fleet support because that's a cheap technology. And I think I'm going to stop here, folks, because it's after 9 o'clock already. It's been 2 hours. So let's pause the game, save game, new entry. And I'm going to title it OPS for One Planet Strategy. Stream game. So we didn't really get a terribly great start, but it's been good enough so far. And thankfully, these spiritualists that really don't like us haven't decided to completely annihilate us, or at least not yet. We're going to unlock the tradition perks, or sorry, tradition. We're going to unlock the expansion traditions as soon as we come back for our next bit of the stream, because we're 2 days away from a new month, and we're 1 month away from adopting new traditions. So we're going to adopt expansion. And then we'll be able to get Reach for the Stars, which will reduce the cost of building new frontier outposts, which will reduce the influence cost of building frontier outposts that are outside our borders. Because if you recall, the further away we go from our borders to build a new frontier outpost or colonize a planet, the more influence it costs. So it's going to reduce that cost of the distance. And then after that, Galactic Ambition, reducing our Frontier Outpost upkeep by 50%. And considering that right now we have several Frontier Outposts already, or well, not really several, we have a couple, but we're still generating 4 points of influence. I could build 4 more Frontier Outposts right now, and then I would still be able to build 6 more once we get that particular expansion tradition, reducing their upkeep by half. So that's a lot of Frontier Outposts. And that's how you that's how you generate so many minerals with, or sorry, that's how you generate a lot of resources with one planet strategy. Frontier Outposts, expand, 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 expand. Okay, so before you stop tonight, can you say the year? I'm on my phone. Near end of 2221. Yes, thank you, Joe. Only about 20 years in game. The game speed is going to go a lot slower in this playthrough because, like I said, I will be repeatedly pausing for little things because time is of the essence. Timing takes a much more critical factor in doing this strategy than just playing, pseudo-normally. Or I should say traditionally in Stellaris. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that introduction to One Planet Strategy. Unfortunately, it won't be enough. You'll have to see it in action for at least a couple more weeks here before I think you'll be able to get a good idea of what you're trying to do. But more importantly, I suggest trying it out yourself. Like I said, check out the links in the description below if you're watching on YouTube. I'll have a link to the Discord channel where I will post the One Planet Strategy that guide that I've followed. Also, check out the other links in the description, my Twitch channel, which I stream this off of, and my Twitter feed, which is a great way to keep in touch with me, and a good way to pay attention to announcements like postponing or canceling streams. And if you want to see more Stellaris Console Edition content, subscribe to the channel, tinkle my dongle to be notified of when I post a new video, and check out my playlists. This video will be going into Let's Play Stellaris Console Edition. There's also a Stellaris Tips and Strategies playlist. Go there if you want to try to learn something. That's going to sum it up for tonight. Thanks very much to everybody who came by. Jeremy, Odile, Joe, Snap, Crackle, Glock. Good to see you guys again. Everybody else who came. Tony the Yugoslav. You weren't very talkative, but nice to see you tonight. I appreciate it. And yeah, you guys have a great weekend. We'll see you again soon. Bye for now.